I'm being. I'm trying to
Okay, what is that? Can I have a look?
Of what?
What thing
I
are
saw some drawings.
Oh, he's drawing? Yeah.
Yes.
What is it? I want to have a look.
Can you see it?
I didn't. I couldn't see. It was
Or
really
it's now
quick.
upside down.
Okay.
Is it now upside down on the stream?
Yeah.
All right, and then I turned again upside down.
No. It's fine now.
Oh, is it now not upside down?
No.
Oh, right.
Booster is so funny. Hey, and like that, it's straight, so you know.
Yes, I turned now upside down for me so that I can draw and that you can see it.
No.
Yeah, it's now. Now anybody thinks it is upside down.
I thought when it was like this, I thought it was a fairy and a unicorn. That's why I'm like, can I have?
Yes, it is a kind of flying weird bird. Esta, Maya, something like Maya style or something like that. And some wizards, and that is and on their sleeve there says "Go vegan." Can you see it? Can you see
Yeah,
it?
that's right. I love it. That's what I did in one of my books. Why not? What the heck, right? Have some fun.
Yeah.
She's got a nice little tush.
Yeah.
She looks like she's working out. It's very tiny, I know. Can you even see it on your phone?
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a fairy, you know?
And then, of course, what can I say? But he can help with designing your tarot.
Yeah, he seems like a good artist.
Yeah, and he's very precise.
I like to make a lot of detail.
Oh yeah, he's Mr. Detail. That's what he is.
Yes.
What's your star sign?
Star sign.
Come on, guess it. No, don't tell it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let's play a game. Come on.
I get 3 guesses, right?
All right. Just like with the genie.
That's
when it
right.
comes to wishes.
Virgo?
What do you say?
Virgo.
No. Think carefully. Think carefully. He's quite stubborn. And he takes charge. I still gave it away there.
Okay, can I ask a question? Is it a water sign?
He's got something in common with you. Like, you know, fiery.
Aries.
I so gave it away. It's like I gave her so many clues.
You just gave it away fully.
Yes.
What can I say? I'm a loyal friend.
And when it comes to Chinese zodiac, I am an ape and water year.
Oh, you're a monkey like my mom.
Monkey. I'm a snake.
Watch it. She's gonna get you. Are you, what kind of monkey are you?
Water.
Water like
water,
me? Oh, okay.
See, I was picking up water in him, you know, for some reason.
I like to say that I'm hot water. Cooking water.
Sorry?
Water. I am like to say that I am something like cooking water. Or hot water spring or something like that. Sometimes I say that for fun. Because I am water and I am fire.
Yep. He burns, man. He burns through, well, I'm air, so I just fly away. No, I'm not air, but I have a lot of air.
Yeah, you've got a lot of air in you.
Definitely. I'm very airy.
Yes, you're an airy fairy.
That's why, I have dogs who fart because I gave them, last night I gave them cauliflower, and then after,
Oh gosh.
oh yeah, after 2-3 hours, I thought I was in a gas chamber, guys. And then I started laughing. I'm like, it's your fault. You gave them that. But it's good for them. I have to cook it up for them because one of them is really picky. That's why I call her Frou Frou. She's a Frou Frou dog. Oh,
Is Andrew sleeping today?
yeah. I
Thought so.
I hope. That's what he said he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Unless he's eating.
Seems like he's sleeping.
Yeah, I think he was pretty tired. So I said to him, go to sleep. Watch something nice and then go to sleep. It's because then your brain is in a good state. That's what if he doesn't do that, then it's harder, right? He has bad dreams. But everybody is the same. I mean, more or less. Like most people go through that. I had nightmares of the crazy people until I was 10. We were in a place where they were mentally nuts. It was really bad. But anyway, so I had so much trauma, and until I was like in my mid-30s, I was dreaming about that when I was stressed out, and I would wake up in a panic, sweating, like it was completely, and then I would take forever to calm myself down because I didn't know tapping back then. Now I just tap away, I do Reiki. I just find it would have been so much easier if I knew it then. Alright. She's got a nice tush. I'm gonna leave her like that. Let's see how it looks in its entirety. See? I'm doing the 2 of Wands. That's what I want to do. You can't even see her. Like, she's so tiny. I should see how it looks on a small phone. So yeah, you can design. Did you write your tarots? You can design your tarots.
It's more of an oracle. I'm thinking of oracle cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you still do some of the signs, right?
Yeah.
See, he likes to draw on the paper. I don't. I do. I like it, but I don't like getting dirty. I prefer the tablet. Also, you can get stuff done. I have ideas and I just want to do it. Otherwise, I forget my visions time to time. I really just enjoy the digital. I'm so happy that I am here right now. My dad would have loved this. He would have had a kick out of all this stuff. Because I think we had one, and that's it. I don't even know if you own the tablet, to be honest. So, what have you been doing today?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Well, both of you.
I'm just awake.
You just woke up, so have you eaten anything? Like,
I had a bath. I just felt like going in the bathtub, so I had a bath, relaxing bath.
Nice. That's cool.
Are you also putting herbs into the water if you are going in the bath?
Yeah, I put like the salt, the Himalayan salt grains in there, and then a bit of bubble bath.
A friend of me always goes in bond with green tea.
Green tea?
Yes. I don't know why he does that, but he likes to do that.
It's good for skin, probably. That's why. Good idea. Next time I'll try it.
What she wouldn't do for beauty. If you put some citrus in there, you know.
Yeah, it's uplifting.
we should tell that to any depressed person. Hey, use some citrus. It's uplifting.
Yeah.
I wonder if it works on your, you know.
It does actually. It does.
Yeah, I know. I use the essential oils.
Yeah, the orange one is good.
Yeah, they're refreshing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my little sage burning essential oil stuff going. And the dog seems fine. Some dogs are allergic to that stuff.
Alright.
What did you do?
It's nothing. I was thinking, have I started the stream or not? But now I can see that it's started. My computer is again upside down, so.
Oops, it's a bit hard to see.
Yes, I have to heal a little bit so I can see my stream upside down. Because I've not second webcam, only webcam that is on my computer.
Okay. Yep. I need to get a second one because I need different angles. I'm tired of changing view, even though it doesn't take long really, but I don't know, it's just nice to have a couple.
Yeah, when I am streaming and drawing in the same moment, I have to put my computer in a weird position.
Oh wow.
Like he's now. By the way, I see that my nails are becoming a little bit too long.
Oh, it's because you play the guitar, right?
Yes, but they are still becoming too long to proper drawing. Dus I have to shorten them a little bit.
I hate long nails. They drive me mental. And
yes, the one of my nails is long and the other is short.
Yeah. It's normal. I know people play the instrument when I see that. It's hilarious. It's I just when I was like, I'm never letting my nail grow. I don't care. I'll use a pick.
Yes, with
I don't play it anyway. It's too hard for me still to play the guitar. I think I need to try with some plastic cords.
My mother also finds it too hard, and I don't understand why, because I did not have any problem with learning guitar.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Your hands are huge.
Yes, my hands are long, not huge. I have not fat fingers.
Yeah, exactly. I have little chubby hands. They're made for labor, you know. These are arms stolen to farmer land. That's what
mine are long too, but they're not that. I don't know. They're small but long.
Your fingers.
Yeah.
Could play the piano. Well, you know, Jerry Garcia, I think he was missing a thumb or something, or a finger, and he was pretty amazing on the guitar. So I think we can do what we want. We just have to work for it.
Yes, if you are want to play guitar and your fingers are stunted.
Yeah, it's hard, right?
To use that word, but then you can play good guitar, but then it takes a little bit more practice to get your fingers.
For sure.
stretchy enough.
But hey, he did it. It was really good. So I'm trying to make the pause of the frou-frou right now.
What's this
My
frou-frou? What does that mean, actually?
my dog.
Is the name of your dog frou-frou?
Yeah. she has 3 names, but that's the one I call her mostly. Because she's very frou-frou like. She's like a princess, you know?
Well, I was thinking what the word actually means because I did not hear it before.
She's a princess, man. Like, this dog is like,
A little bit girly-girl is that.
She looks at me sometimes when I feed her, and like, there's a human in there or something. She has this personality where she's like looking at you going, yeah, whatever. Like,
Yes.
you're giving me this. She's so and it's not in my head. She's so funny. She's just one of those creatures. And then she eats eventually because, she gets hungry, but she's not an overeater. While the other dog, she would eat everything, even the table. Yep, so they're a good couple. And then sometimes, if I don't wash them, the other dog will eat the frou-frou stuff, right? Because the frou-frou, wait, she's like, yeah, I'm not hungry now, I'll have it later. And the other dog is like, nah, you're not, I'm having your food. She doesn't do it too often. And then every now and then they get in a fight. Oh, that's entertaining. 2 bitches fighting. Oh, yeah. It's pretty crazy. But they're really nice with each other. It's like they were born to be sisters,
Yeah.
Yeah, and they weren't at all, but they are. So they're my little witches, I love them. They're so cute.
I did when I was a child have stiff. My father was married again, and those people, that woman has also children, and there are one of the children did sometimes eat all the bread up. So the rest of the family they had not bread, and then we have to buy some new.
Oh God.
You can sometimes eat 1/2 bread in once. And we did have brown bread, so
it's pretty funny.
so he can eat a lot. You can imagine if you can eat a half brown bread in once, then you can eat a whole lot.
I am not gonna say anything since my mother thinks I eat too much all the time. But then when I go to her place, she's like, "Fudge, I have to actually." Now she doesn't do it, but for a long, long time, she was always trying to overfeed me. And I said to her, "Why are you doing? Oh, I always think you're so hungry." I'm like, "Nah, I just eat often. That's it. Every 2-3 hours, I get hungry. I've always been this way."
Okay, all right. So your mother was thinking that you eat too much or too little.
My mother, she just thinks that she was not angry, but she had this thing with me because I always ate a lot of food and I wasn't fat most of my life. And she had thyroid problems, so she gained weight. And in Italy, they treat you like crap when you're fat because it's like a sin. And they're so crazy. So she suffered, I think, and so for her, it was amazing to see how much I could eat and be so skinny. But I always did sport my whole life, right? So that's why.
My in some places of Africa, they treat you like shit when you're skinny.
Exactly.
That's weird, is it not?
Yeah, it's considered to be poor, right? And
Yeah.
it's all the status. Yeah, it's No, in Italy they're nuts. They want you to be anorexic, basically. That's what they consider a good-looking woman. And I'm like, I wasn't ever anorexic. And then I gained some weight because when I was younger, I was suffering every month for that women problem. So the doctor had the great idea to put me on the pill. He said, you know, this works, takes away your pain. I just gained 30 pounds in 6 months. I was huge. And I was huge everywhere for me. So then I thought, wow, now I know how it feels to be fat.
Sorry, how much pounds are you then weighing in blood in one moment more? In one period of time?
I gained like 30 pounds in 6 months, pretty much. It was.
Yes. And you're very tiny, so that is.
Oh yeah, I gained it everywhere. So my breasts grew 2 sizes.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad. It was painful, and
Yeah.
I took 2 years to go back. I never went back to my weight. I used to be 50 kilos, and I went up like I shot up. So it was crazy. It was the most uncomfortable. I was depressed when I was on that thing, and I took 2 years. I came off after 6 months because I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not used to being so overweight because you don't feel good, right?
Yes, you feel sloppy a little bit, I think.
That's
what I think.
Crap. You really feel like crap, and so I just got off of it. I said, this is not gonna happen, man. Yeah. And I never took anything like that again. And then I researched on it, and I was like, the hell did you give me? You know, like, I don't want this stuff. Yeah. It's you're crazy, man. But you know, they just give you stuff, and I think it's okay, I guess, to play with people's health. I don't know. I did not enjoy it. Let's put it that way. But that's okay.
I have no experience myself with being overweight because I was actually my whole life a little bit too skinny. BME of 17 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So I was actually close to anorexia. Actually, technically, you can say that I did be anorexic.
Jeez.
But it's also part because of that thing I have where I was talking about in the chat with my immune system, where I've been born with.
Yeah.
Most people that have that are very skinny.
It's my dream, man. It's so much easier.
Yeah, but then you also have to weigh your food and exactly know how much you eat because my body have some problems with methylation, so some stuff that you eat you can better not eat. I cannot eat more than 40 grams of protein a day. Amino acids, of course. I mean,
I would make a mess if I had to do that.
Yes.
I would. I would screw it up big time because that's what I do when I have to be careful. You are gonna be sure that I'm gonna make a mistake.
Yeah. Actually, it is a bit like a math show. Not math, but math. You know. I don't use math.
No, I know you don't. God, it'll be funny. It'll be something to see you on it. Where did Syrian go? She went away again.
Yes, I don't see somebody else on the stream now.
She's gone. See, I can't figure out how to move this thing. It's pissed me off. Somebody help me. Why am I so... I'm gonna have a pity party here, guys. I'm kidding. I'm very stubborn. I may take years, but I have staying power. Eventually I get there. Oh, and I haven't even read anything up until now. Oh gosh, that's pretty funny. Oh, there is. Oh, Davina. Hi, Davina. How are you? How is he feeling that now I'm not texting him anymore? And if any, what he admired in me? Ooh. Let's see. Let's do some tarot. I'm not sure about that two of wands there like that. I don't like it. I think I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna cancel that layer. Yep. I'm picky. So, are you making a fairy now for?
What?
Syrian likes fairies.
Yes, it is a kind of a fairy, but I think more an unsaily fairy. If you know what it is.
No, do show it.
And that's from Irish. Not. I think from Irish mythology. I think.
Oh, okay.
And in the Irish mythology, you have two types of classes of fairies: the unsaily
Okay.
fairies and the saily fairies. The unsaily fairies are a kind of trickster fairies. They are often
Oh,
not so good, not so fine to people, because they're absolutely not predictable, and they are like to trick
are
and
they
play
are they
tricks on
are they
people.
vegan fairies?
Unsaily fairies are, I don't know. Most fairies don't eat, I think,
Oh,
because they are kind of spirits.
it doesn't take much to feed them. Then they don't eat.
Yes, so far I know, most fairies are kinds of spirits, and spirits don't have to eat. I suggest.
That would be so handy, right? Considering how much food is so expensive.
Yes.
I mean, I'm seriously considering just switching to a fruit diet so I don't have to cook.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. My goodness, they all came up together. Okay.
You are already eating mostly fruit, is it not? I was
Yeah,
thinking at least.
I am. They make fun of me. They call me Tutti Frutti. Yeah, that's my
Serious?
new nickname apparently. Tutti Frutti.
How calls you that?
What?
Which people call you Tutti Frutti?
Oh, my friends. Like Syrian, Andrew. Andrew made up that name, actually. He's so funny. I call him Tutti Joy, especially when he's sad. I call him Tutti Joy. It means he's filled of it. So he laughs. I'm a silly one. I like to be silly. It's more fun. What sign is he, Davina?
Was somebody asking what is my sign again?
No, she asked for a reading, and I just want to know their signs.
All right.
Because there's a bunch of people showing up here, and I just want to know who they are.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, because Syria wants to know what my sign
Oh, yeah,
was.
yeah. She has Aries in her, too, so. I do, too, and that's why we are stubborn and fiery. I also have the Libra in me, so the justice is the Libra.
Yes.
I'll fight for what's fair always. I'm very.
my mother is the symbol looks like one centaur. I don't know how you call that.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? Which
The
I mean?
the center, the one eye one. Is that the one? Maybe I'm not thinking about the right one actually.
One of the
I
last signs of this December. I'm a little bit starting December.
is it,
The last month of the year, I think it is. But I don't
is
know what the name is in
it
zodiac signs.
Sagittarius? You're meaning Sagittarius, and then there's Capricorn.
Then I think it's Sagittarians in zodiac name.
Yeah, they are. So,
My sister's also Sagittarian.
but they're silly. Sagittarians are pretty silly.
Yeah, but my mother's pretty silly. My sister is bit it's not so very silly.
Oh no, she must have a serious rising sign then.
Yes, maybe. My sister is pretty. My sister don't tell you most of the time what is on her tongue. Then you have actually to ask her.
Oh, she's one of those, eh? She's closed in.
Yeah,
She must have air signs in her then.
I suggest.
They
My
like to.
my mother and sister have not so much in common. My mother is still extremely I'll have to say that my mother is controlling a little bit. She is a little bit Mother Klug, Mother
Uh,
Chicken, if you know what I mean.
yep. They don't get along with me. No. No.
What sign is your mother?
She's Libra. So she likes to just she's very relaxed. She doesn't like conflict. She needs peace. So
And your father was?
oh, he was Aquarius. Yeah, he was a real treat. We actually got along. But when he wanted a good fight, he knew where to come and find me, you know. It was just like fireworks, man. Oh yeah. But that was the old times, right? Like he was very patriarchal, let's put it that way. And I was the crazy ass daughter who was like, screw this. This doesn't work for me. I'm not doing that. I was way too crazy for him. But I wasn't crazy. It's just I wouldn't abide to the rules of society, right?
And your brother?
Oh, he was smarter. He was more of a
Now,
good.
what kind of sign?
He's a Gemini. He was better at be likable. He knows how to manipulate people very well. I think okay, that doesn't even sound right, but he knows how to be likable. And fake it all the way through. While me, you see it in my eyes, right? If you're an asshole, I will look at you and I'll freaking, you'll see it in my eyes. I'm like, I'm gonna freaking get you, man. I was very fiery. I'm way calmer now.
I'm also not so very good in hiding with my judgment.
Oh yeah. Like I would just give them a look, and then people go, oh, "I'm so sorry." It was pretty funny, in a way. Well, what I see here is that I mean, there is a lot of air and earth showing up here. There is fire, but because I'm just looking at what you are saying. Oh, and Davina, you were answering us about it was a Sagittarius. Yes. Oh, so you guys. So the 21st of December, are you a Capricorn then? No, he's a Capricorn, or is he just on the cusp? No, you're definitely a Sagittarius. I think this guy, like, he's being called to meditation and stuff. And you are too, but you're sort of like giving your back right now to that stuff. It's almost like you're not really tapping into your own skills for some reason. And they're there and they're good. Yeah. And the cards are really just telling you to tap into balance your, try and balance out with water. Cleanse, purify, go through the seasons, take things as they come. And will, wisdom, and mind, that's a very good card. So it's a very good starting point here. There are things that you may want to look with a certain speed, like, meditation, because there's lots of card calling for it. And also regarding you too, you're not supposed to know everything. Know that whatever negative ideas you have, they're actually coming from you, so you can get rid of those. And there is the commitment card here, so, and then the children cards. And I kind of think almost that you're a pretty strong person. So, but he is too, and he's definitely into it. So, I don't think he's trying to run away. And if he is, well, you had a really hot, fiery guy there waiting for you because you got the King of Roses. So, it's like, yeah, that's okay. It's a good trade-off if it's not him. But yeah, you need to tap. You need to tap. Oh God, listen to me. You need to meditate, and you got the Akashic records and the Akashic field, so that means you can really tap into that and trust your intuition. So he's coming. He's coming, baby. I should do one for grimarthar and see what's coming your way. Let's see if you win the lottery. Are you gonna meet the woman of your life?
I have I think
It's like,
I think I'm asexual. This means that I feel
oh
not
yeah,
in love.
it's a lot easier.
Because I there actually around at least 1% of the population is that, according to one study they have done in Britain. I think it was in 2010 or something like that.
What a liberation, eh?
Yes. I have never fallen in love, so that's the reason I think that. And by the way, I find the saying falling in love also a bit strange, because love is something, if you ask me, not something that you, from an observation perspective, at least, and it's not something that you are feeling when people say they're falling in love. I think they're falling then for somebody's appearance, and then it's falling in lust, I think.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
I always thought it was funny too. I always question those things myself. But nobody listened. So who's next? Is it Nabila, or is it Elisha? Who is the next in line? Oh God, I lost my water cap. No! Oh no, it's right there. I make funny noises too. good thing is, I met so many people who were big time slaves to it. So if I had to choose, I think it's easier when you don't need it. Some people go nuts. Oh, that's very good, Alicia. That's what I talk about. Taking action with the tapping. Exactly. That stuff is amazing. Yeah, it was like, I think it's like 3 weeks or a month ago that the dogs were killed in front of my place. And I think about it like so many times in a day still. It's just crazy. I just tap every time. It's so good. But B. Foster already asked a question, unless you can go after anyway. Again. So I guess it's Nabila then. Yeah, the tapping is magical. If people only knew the magic of it, they would be doing it all the time. That's what I do. If I'm not doing art, because art does the same thing, it really relaxes you. That's why I really I get a lot of inspiration when I go through stress. I don't know you, Grim, but for me, it's insane. Like that's when I really sick to do this kind of stuff. Well, now I'm just relaxed and I'm really enjoying it, and I want to get tarot done.
When I am stressed, also give my some inspiration on videos because then I'm focusing more. But I think in the longer run it is not good for my health, maybe. Because then I can concentrate more because I then working on um, adrenaline, adrenaline.
What did you say? What was the last thing you said?
That I'm then working on adrenaline.
Oh, okay.
And that gives you some energy.
Uh-huh.
What?
I can't speak.
Huh?
Oh, God. You guys never mind, right?
Huh?
What? Did you hear? Did I go silent again?
You're
being
starting to laugh.
You know what it is? It's because when I hear ASMR in the background and you're doing art and then I'm looking at my art and then I'm reading the cards. Well, when I read the cards, I just do that. But then I'm reading the text, and so my brain is like doing gazillion things at once, and it was slowing down. I was like, hold on a minute. I'm in a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's laughing. That's right.
Is somebody in your stream laughing? Because you are laughing?
Yeah, they're laughing. You can tap for as long as you want. You can tap the whole day. And you don't have to tap. You can just also touch and breathe, basically. You can literally just massage it. You just need the contact because that just gives the electrical impulse. Because our skin is like an electric grid. That's how we are designed. So that's why I'm so against modern medicine, because the Western medicine uses the chemical reactions, and they're way slower than energy. So when they made the decision to go down that route, if you learn the history, you realize it was just for money. It wasn't to heal people. And so a lot of the shitty research they have been doing, it's fucking useless, and pardon my French, but that's why it makes me mad, because it just makes no sense what they're doing. So tapping is amazing. Tapping, if you are depressed and you tap every day, you'll see a huge difference. If you have food allergies and you tap every day, they'll go away. If you have anything, people have changed their genes, have done crazy thing with this stuff. It's unbelievable, guys. Like,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
What I was that's the funny thing is that the people how are today called medical doctors, or were called in the time in the Middle Age the frauds.
Yeah.
Because the frauds were people who make potions stuff and cut people open.
That's right. And I know Leonardo used to do that too, but
yes, he did not do it for
but he did it
healing.
with dead bodies, right?
Yeah, he did it to observe how the body works. Also partly for art, because he wants to know how the body moves a little bit and so.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been to his house. So that was one of the few things I like about that trip. I was 13 and my mom made me go see 10 castles on the Loire with my dad. And I tell you, I didn't care, guys, okay? And after seeing 2 of them, I was like, they all look the same. I don't speak French. And I want to go to the beach, Mom, because I was a kid. But the house of Leonardo, I loved it. And I just, that guy, man. he was something else.
He did live many places.
Oh yeah. But when he settled down in France, he had a really nice place. Yes, and I don't remember a lot of details because I'm not good at that. And when I was younger, I really
was in the last part of his life. Is not where he did live when he died in the hands of the French king. Is that the place? Do you mean? At least something
I don't know if he died there. I just know that that was his house. Yes, and he had a really nice garden too, by the way. So yes. that's why you made me think of him.
Yes, one of the legends I have heard around that is that he was he died when the French king was close to him, and he died in the hands of the French king. There's at least one of the myths around that the French have told. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
I've also actually in his in the book of him, that notebook, he also have some recipes for what was it? Alright, minestrone soup.
Minestrone. Oh yeah, that's so good.
Was one of I think it was one of his favorite foods, because there is more than one of those recipes in his book.
That's funny. It's very tasty if you like soup. What sign is he, Elisha? And I don't remember your sign either. But I think he's a bit possessive, like a person maybe.
No. I was thinking I have made the legs a little bit too big.
You have to show them what you're doing.
I suggest this again upside down. Is it now visible for them?
And the head, let's see. Oh yeah, you like to make them mean. Oh, it's funny, the Leo, you're showing up at the very end, both of you guys. It's funny. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, you should help Syrian design the cards. We get you to do the drawings. I mean, I see that there is some fights here and some like, I think he likes to win. He's someone who, but I think you do too. And you guys have a lot of like good power. You're not sure, but you can pretty much, because you feel sort of like you're missing out, and like, you know, you have the Six of Cups. It's like, you know, you're sort of looking. You have two sixes, so I think there is like a power of the ego there going on. You're both kind of fiery, and it's funny because you have a lot of like major arcana coming up. But I mean, I think a lot of the stuff you're fearing is from the past, and you're bringing it into the present. And maybe if you take some time alone, that's the overall card of the reading. Is basically it's the Hermit. He's saying you need to seek some spiritual guidance and, you know, like do some meditation. Usually that's the way I look at it. And, you know, you have the High Priestess as well, so you are someone who can easily do that. You have a lot of good cards around, like the Ten of Swords. You have you definitely, like, you need to take action in doing meditation or tapping. See, tapping works so well. You can use tapping to meditate. And sorry, I'm just double checking to see. But I mean, all in all, it looks really good. And you have the Justice card as well, and the Temperance. So you need to sort of, you know, take your time, let it happen. You may go on travels together. You have the Star as well, so you have a lot of good cards. It's just, yeah, there's some insecurity, you know, but that usually comes when you don't meditate enough. And oh yeah, I talked to Andrew today. He's better. He's having less of a pity party today. He's tired. He's in a different phase right now. He's evolving in his reactions. So yeah, I feel what he feels anyway. So if he's sick, I can feel it. I actually feel pain in my body. So it's so much fun. It doesn't hurt me, but I like, it hurts in the moment, but it doesn't stay. It doesn't affect me, I don't think. Hey, if I die young, you guys know why. So it's not my fault. I was born this way. I didn't do it on purpose. It just happens. But today I saw actually a video by Ralph Smart, and he was talking about self-love. And so I sent it to him because it was perfect from what he was going on last night. He was basically covering all the points, and it was just amazing. So I sent it to him. I said, here, you know, if you watch that stuff when you're tapping, it just, you learn stuff better because you're actually calm, so your brain can absorb stuff. So, did you have breakfast, Grim, by the way? I didn't even ask you.
No, I'm still have no breakfast. The way I'm drinking some water now
Oh, that's
because
good.
that's what I do most of the time. The first in the morning, and after that, when I have my bottle of water up, then in 1 hour or something like that, take my breakfast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me, I just go. Depends on the morning. Some mornings I wait, and some mornings I wake up and I'm like, I'm so starving. So,
Yes, Ralph Smart says always that he don't have breakfast yet already.
yeah, I know. For me, it's like, man, I don't always feel the same way every day. So I follow my guts. They usually, your body tells you what you need to do
Yeah.
if you listen, right? Like, and sometimes I love food too much, so I indulge a little bit in like bread. My weakness, yes, bread and coffee. It's true. And if I have like pastry, around, oh God. In Italy, we have such good pastries, right? So sometimes but that's like something you have once in a while. But now I don't because I feel sick every time, so I avoid.
By the way, I have made some healthier alternatives than you will find in the supermarkets. Also, on my cooking channel.
Oh
From
yeah.
yes, on. I think maybe I think at least they are healthier than in the supermarket or in the market or something like that. Even if they are vegan. Because I have used whole flour instead of the processed flour that most bakeries
Oh
use.
yeah, yeah. It's cheaper, right? So
Yeah.
wow, you got the love charm, attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner, and then perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds, an achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. So that's for work, but yeah, I really think that I mean, unless, there is like, I can't speak tonight, apparently. Really. There is like, I'm gonna make fun of myself now. Because you have the Hermit, and that's Virgo, but in that case, I really don't think it's a Virgo. And then you have Taurus here, so, but I really think there is more to do with the priest than anything else. I guess I could do the romance cards. Because if Syrian was here, she would do them for you, but she's not. Syrian likes all the romance oracle cards, the twin flame and stuff. I don't know if you know much about it, but probably not. But so she does those usually. See, I have heart-shaped cards for that. I like the art a lot and the stuff.
Um, if I remember good, you have around 15 cards. Is it not, or was it, or have you already more?
What?
have, you have around 50 cards, is it not? 15, or have you
Yeah,
more?
I think I have like, I don't know. I have to count them again. I have 17 right now. I'm waiting for one to come. I have 17 decks. But they do different things. That's also why. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. You got the passion card. So she's a magnet for Man, so that's why he's coming after you. Oh God, poor Alicia. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. I'm gonna ask the other cards too. There is also a Knight of Swords there, but I don't think that's really a future partner or anything. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Okay. And then a little in the future, you go, well, this is kind of like the overall card. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I wonder if it's just you, this. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And you have a secret admirer, so yeah, I think he likes you. He's got the hearts for you. I'm so sorry. He's so annoying. If you don't want him, it's so annoying. I think. Yeah, what is the list? I think Nabila is next, and then I don't know. So, Alicia, I don't know if you want them, but I think he wants you. Yeah, you are, Nabila. You're next. Crispy. Okay, you are after Nabila. So when I'm done with Nabila, you're gonna jump in. They're fighting over each other. Okay, let's see. Single is such a great thing. No problems. I am so bad. So I was doing readings for myself, Graham, and the card started telling me, you're meeting someone. And every time I do them, it always pops up somewhere. And I look at them and I go, I wasn't asking, why are you telling me this? So I'm curious to see now if it's gonna happen.
Oh, what?
Oh, the cards keep telling me that I'm gonna meet someone, but I'm not looking and I wasn't asking. Oh my God, what did I do? No, my tablet fell down. How did it happen? I don't know. My poor tablet. Oh, I know how it happened. See, this is stuff I do. I keep making a mess. The pendulum, guys. I heard the pendulum. Poor pendulum. Stay there. All right. Oh my God. I am a messy woman. I'm all entangled into. I have cords everywhere. Okay, here we are. That was fun. Do you ever knock over anything?
Sometimes water on the ground.
Oh, that's not bad. I'm so sorry. I give people tablet didn't die. Gosh, I'm very clumsy sometimes, and I've always been that way. When I used to help my parents in their shop, I used to spill cream every now and then. Only once on a client. Gosh.
And what did the client say?
He was nice. He was a regular, so we had a good laugh. But definitely, I was like, geez. Always at the most inopportune moment. Always. Yeah. It's if I have to do something, I'm gonna do the opposite. It's always been no pressure for me. Thanks. It's better that I improvise than I do it better. If I have to prepare myself, forget it. Ooh, the desk card upside. Ooh, the hermit upside down. Hey, that's Andrew's fault. These cards turned yesterday when I was doing a reading for him.
By the way, you are now in a small part of my stream as well.
Oh yeah.
I see. I've placed placed the chat in a small place on top of my stream.
Oh wow! How do you do that? I need your brain.
I have used one of that options in the streaming app that can let you see web pages, and then I've clicked on it,
Oh, okay.
and then I was going to the Zoom, and then I have placed it in a small place on top of
Yeah.
on the backside of my stream. So people can see you, but people can on my stream also good see the things I am making.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I have to play around a little bit more. So.
That's what I. That's what.
Hey, from you.
That's what
So
I.
That's
also what I do in my streams when I am working on speeches about veganism and animal rights and that sort some things. And then I go also sometimes online and show people pictures and go on my Instagram or my Facebook. So because I put there a lot of links. just like I've done 2 days ago, I think.
I want to thank who knew. You're so nice. Says the energy in this room is really great. I'm telling you, as I'm listening to you, and oh my gosh, it's funny. One day though, I'll figure it out, Graham. One day.
Yeah.
I'm doing a reading for Nabila right now, guys. So if you're wondering, that's what I'm doing. I wanted to ask you, Nabila, what sign are you? You're a Taurus, okay. I think it might be an air sign that you're gonna meet. And it's going to be a nice union. And these 2 cards reverse are actually good. So I'm not, well, good in a way. Like, I'm gonna tell the death upside down, it just can mean that you're tired and you need to like take a break. And also you may have resistance to change. So maybe that could be one of the reasons why you're single. That inside really you don't wanna have the headache. Which, I'm completely behind 100%. I am asexual too. I'm gonna say that too now. I'm gonna use that line. Sorry, I'm asexual. I never thought about that. It's like
Yeah.
I fake that I'm married so they don't bother. Because
Yeah.
even if you're not young and beautiful, you still find some.
Yeah.
Jeez. Some women like that. I don't. It bugs me.
There are, by the way, there are more for according to statistics. There are more women that are asexual than men.
Yeah, but then
I,
some of them are like women, so it's all good.
yes, you also have a website about asexuality.
Oh,
There are
really?
explained what that actually is. That's called AVEN, Asexuality Education Network. I think if you dare search for.
I'll check it out. I'll look for it.
Maybe I
The
can.
Hermit Upside Down. Sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe I can also show it shortly. Then I go.
Oh, yeah, you can put it in the chat. Nabila is laughing her butt off.
Yeah.
But also, it shows that you may be scared of ending up on your own.
Where's the chat?
But when this card is like this, it means it's a good time to go through the shadow self that we don't often see and work through that. But yeah, it looks like you'll be an air sign that comes your way, and it shows a change. And it may be someone you know already, by the way. So you may know them and have a reunion of some sort, and then, you have really good stuff going on there. But you're not a pushover, so. And you have the world at the end, so it should be really good. Woo! That sounds bad. So let me check the other romance cards and the magic cards. I usually just grab a few. You know how I do it anyway. I don't move fast, do I? It's the Taurus in me. I go slow and steady, and I'm relentless. I never give up. That's one good thing that I had. Alright, it says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul, and that is true. And if you tap, you'll be able to get to that. And then acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. Plus, this stuff will happen pretty soon, so. Power, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Right now, may I add, because that's all we got. So, if you're worried, you live in the future. If you're depressed, you live in the past. And if you're happy, you live in the present. So for all of you who are depressed, which I totally relate to, you live in the past. For me, it's half-half. It's always been half-half. Worried and depressed. But I'm a pretty happy person, that's the thing. I am not in a constant depression. When my dad died, I was for a long time though. Mystic star, harmony in the home and great friendship. So maybe that's the start, breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. Woo! Nabila, what do you do?
I have now put the website in your stream.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to go and check it out.
There also have a test you can do if you want to know if you can classify yourself as asexual or somewhere on that website. You then one of their sayings is cake is better than intercourse. That's one of their sayings, so that they are saying on the website.
Oh my god. Well, I'll take the cake. And see me, I'm greedy. I want it all. But I'm asexual. That's an awesome line, man. Thank you. Except as long as people don't, hate you when they realize you are not. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. That's the third part. So, and the world also. Now, I was trying to look for.
You have also gray A, and that's then there's people who are asexual, but not aromantic. That means they can feel love, but they don't want to have intercourse. Can you understand? Do
Yeah.
you understand? And then you have also aromantic asexuals. Um, there don't have romantic feelings for somebody else, but they also don't want to have a relation. They want to not have a relationship in a romantic way, and they don't want to have intercourse. That's what I mean if they are saying they are aromantic and asexual.
Oh God. I can't imagine life like that. I mean, it's peaceful. That's for sure. It must be. Come on, no drama.
Yes, right? But some people are also very irritating to people who are asexual because I think anybody has sexual feelings. That's what a lot of people think, is it not?
Yeah, it's true. Now I'm starting to wonder if some guys I like maybe they were asexual. That's why they didn't like me. It wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. Yeah, that's right. Whatever. Then he says also, Nabila, you glow with me. Start where you are, and you might not know now, but you will. So I think it's coming, but it's not saying outright, like it's just a little cryptic here, which means it's coming and it should be interesting enough. Well, I was listening to Amorant on Twitch, and it was yesterday. She was telling some guys were asking if she dates, and she was saying that she also doesn't have the need for any of that, so she doesn't look for it. It was pretty funny. They were like so surprised by that. I was like, yeah, too bad, eh? You can still dream because she's pretty, and she's funny. Like, she's good at what she does, but she's she dresses provocatively, and she likes to do cosplay and stuff like that. She sings, she does a lot of stuff. So she's funny. I think she's a good streamer. But yeah, so they must have been disappointed, you know. She's not a horn dog. Sorry, guys. It's funny. But there are women like that. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't. In Italy, they had the illusion that women didn't feel horny. It's like, yeah, right. Please.
Yeah, well, there are far more men than women that are horny. For example, if you can look to porn addictions,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
men are around 600 times more likely to have that.
Yeah, I pity men. Don't you pity men, guys? I mean, the ones who suffer. It must be painful. Come on. Being like that, you know, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Kazo, do you want to come on? So, who's next in line? You guys were keeping your score there. I trust you. It seems to be very smooth on here. It's not quite as bad. So, as it was on YouTube, I think it was harder there. You woke up pretty early. I mean, what time is it there? In the middle of the night? No, maybe not. It's early morning. I'm really. You just woke up, eh? Yeah, we don't want to see any messy hair on the street. That's right. I'm kidding. I don't care. Hey, Josh. How are you? Long time no see. It's good to see you in here. Yes, that's right. Aquarius was on before you guys. I'm pretty sure. Go for it. Ask your question, baby. Woohoo! Look at Graham. You go fast. You really draw fast. Like, I take a long time sometimes. I mean, often. Yeah, I take a long time. For me, it's like I work on my art when I'm inspired. I need to be inspired, and you know.
I start most of the time with some idea and then I'll work it out when I'm drawing.
Yeah, I often do that. I'm really all over with that. I don't know who has the list and if there is a list. But we are trying, so maybe one of you guys can build a list if you feel like it. It's up to you. Otherwise, we can just go. You are pretty honest, fellas. You can work together.
Sorry, I was talking in language that I created for my book.
Oh, no worry. I wasn't making funny noises for you.
No, I did say something, but that just a couple of seconds ago. But that was in a language that I was have wrote it for my own fantasy book where I'm working on, but where I
Oh,
have to work more on because if I don't do, then it will never be finished.
no worry.
I see. After around half hour now, before my accountant comes again, just like a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Josh is laughing.
Why? Why is just laughing?
On the stream, they're laughing.
Why was just laughing?
Well, let's see. Why are you laughing, Josh? It's probably a good thing. It's nothing bad.
other people how have questions for you now,
Oh
or maybe
yeah,
there
I
are ones
usually.
that want to ask me something. I don't know. I on my stream think there's nobody. No, not in restream and most of the streams. Most of the chat I can see in there, so I think there's nobody.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions for Grim, go for it. He doesn't read tarot, just so you know.
Yes,
If you
if
wanna
you
ask him about his art or
or
anything to do with veganism,
or
plant,
environmentalism
yeah, he's
or
very.
philosophy. There's also a topic I am talking about on my mirror on the Mirror of the Truth channel. By the way, I'm now
Yeah.
streaming on Master of the Arts. That's my arts channel.
Oh yeah, good. I just have one because I'm lazy now. I don't like to have a lot of stuff, two
Yeah,
channels.
I have a
I
lot.
would.
I have a lot of different topics I'm talking about,
Yeah,
and
that's.
totally different content also.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me this is like it's energy and veganism. That's it, and they
Yeah.
work together for me.
Ik heb een channel where I talk about philosophy, psychology, animal rights, philosophy, and environmentalism. Most often from a biocentric point of view. By the way, that is a very different kind of way of looking to the world as most people do. Biocentrism is actually watching the world from the Earth's perception instead of our perception, which is called anthropocentrism, the last one, if you will look the world from your perception. I think I have also a video about that kind of what biocentrism is. So if you go to my Mirror of the Truth channel on YouTube and you go into in the search bar and you search for bicentric or something like that, you find most likely a video of me where I explain it.
I see a fire sign that you're not seeing because you're giving your back to that person. I think it's someone you know already. And I don't think this person, I don't know if this person wants children. But you're on track. I just don't know that this, I think it's a Taurus, right? I don't think it's coming. I'll check the other decks. And, only take the messages that ring true, okay? Don't, but yeah, I don't think you're really looking at anything. Like you're almost like you're very focused on something in your life. You're very committed to your spiritual growth. Are you artistic as a person? Hi, Fru Fru. I think there is someone in your life who's a bit selfish and you're not aware of that as well. I don't know if that's maybe the person you're asking about. And it's not really showing the sign there. But you are guided, and again, you're very in tune with, you're very. Hey, Andrew.
Hello.
Yeah, I like my art is being pushed up. I mean, what the heck? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna make it even smaller now. It's gonna be like a button. We'll call it Benjamin Button. Look at him. Woo! Andrew just awoke. See, guys, he's alive. See, he's happy. He looks happier to me this morning. There's like some battles of the egos, like I think in the family. In the future, I see a little bit of, but it's nothing that is really bad. And you seem to be quite artistic as a person, and you have a lot of good energy around you. You're really protected. Let's put it that way. Like, it won't be always easy. You'll have some tough lessons, but you'll have a lot of peace coming up, and you're kind of like the light of the world. You're a really nice person. So yeah, there's someone there who's taking advantage maybe a little bit of you. Yeah, but she's not showing up here as much. Really. And you show up like you must be sort of like a gentle person. Like very, like Andrew. Because the female male energies are opposite, so that usually means you're channeling feminine energy. That doesn't mean that he's effeminate, okay? Yeah, I don't see her, but let me check some other tarot for you. But regardless, you have a good future. It's not like, and you're quite psychic. I would try that out a little bit. You must have water in your chart. Are you artistic as a person? Do you enjoy, like, it could be anything really? Yeah, it's showing up. Your partner that I think you're gonna meet is gonna be more like, fiery, probably some water, but you'll get along, I think. It's just I don't know if she's gonna want children. She may be not thinking about that right now. But let's see what the other tarot say. So, is that your breakfast? Oh, God. Even seeing someone smoke makes me cough.
Francesca, there's my breakfast.
Gross, man. Gross.
No, what?
Oh, the apple, okay. So you smoke first and then you have an apple.
Yes.
At least you're having the apple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't miss the. And it's showing a union. But I really think it's gonna be with someone who is fire. And there's gonna be like, you may actually move quite fast with this person once you meet, and it's going to be a really good union. I'm gonna try this baby once as well. So, Andrew?
Yes.
See, I'm working on my little artwork, but it's so tiny.
Yes.
Can't even see it.
Yes. Next to my wee picture. I'm actually going to Twitch on my television.
I was trying to make her look like a little bit like Star Trek, And then I saw I should have made her booty a little bigger. Oh well. I gave her big hair.
I'm using the Twitch to see my hair.
Yeah, he doesn't have a comb anymore. I'm just teasing you. As usual.
Exactly. I need a haircut.
Hmm. Yeah, I really think it's gonna be a fire sign. It's come up again, the King of Wands. But it's gonna be a good union, which is, I wonder, Aquarius. What would Aquarius be good with in fire? Oh well. And you have the Judgment card too. I think you're gonna get your. Someone is gonna be punished for their bad behavior. So don't misbehave, so you don't get bad karma toward you. You should draw. You should draw more. Do it. Because it's calling you to do more of that. Okay, where is the feedback coming from? Is that you? You. Yeah, it's you. You're making noise. I could hear my voice coming back. And for me, it's enough to hear my voice once.
How do you hear your voice again from?
Oh, it was from Andrew. I
Alright.
think it's. I don't know if it's because you're on a speakerphone, but you're using your. I don't know why. It's the phones. Something to do with phones. Even when Syrian comes on our phone, it's always harder. What you're really called into is, meditation and really just tuning into. You're really called to tune into the sun and the moon. So you have to meditate basically and connect to the quantum because um, you're very intuitive and you need to use your intuition more. But I really think she's quite selfish and there's someone in your life who's selfish and you're not really noticing it because you have a good heart. It's like with Andrew, a lot of people with a very good heart, they always think that, oh, they don't mean it or something. We don't notice that stuff. Well, I do, but not right away. But when I do, run away. Oh, he's eating the apple. I should go and get some fruit, actually. Tutti Frutti hasn't had fruit yet tonight. I was really eating some fruit earlier today, and I thought I could just eat fruit all the time. Really. I could just stop eating everything else and eat fruit. I would be so happy. Well, you know what? There is a fire sign there for you, it looks like. Someone who has quite a bit of fire, so. Hey, Syrian has fire. No, not you, Siri. Shut up. I always wake up my Siri when I say Syrian. The only Apple thing I have is my iPhone. I wish I could afford one just to do art. That's it. That's all I would do with it. I want to have that very expensive tablet. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome to use? I think I would love it. Like, at least you slapped Puzzle. Hey, who's next, guys? should go and grab some fruit.
How expensive is fruit there in Canada?
Well, depends what you buy. I go in the organic section, but I buy always what's on sale, so I also get a variety. Otherwise, we tend to eat the same stuff all the time. And then I buy it frozen as well, which is not always the best thing, but that's affordable, and also I like it frozen. It's like ice cream for me. I have this addiction, like I really enjoy it basically, and I just eat it like that. I put mangoes and mixed berries together, and sometimes like a banana if I have it, and it tastes great. It's like yeah, let her go. If your heart is listening and is agreeing, let her go. I don't think she's very good for you. I'm sure she's good for someone, but not for you. Woohoo! So he's eating his apple and he's muted. Hey, you kind of mute yourself. No? Now he's acting all pissy. Uh-oh. Is it bad to have... I'm just bugging you. Are you pissed off?
No.
See, I have power. I give you voice.
Right, okay, God.
Let power go to my head, guys. Oh, gosh. No broken heart. It's like, you get a better model. So don't complain. You'll be happier. And the universe is saying you might not know now, but you will. Oh, so? Ooh. So look at this. You were being funny. You are an Aquarius after all, right? you guys are funny. See, my voice is coming back. It's all from Kazo. I'm gonna drink. So who's next? Is there anyone else in the room who was waiting for a reading? You know what? I need to go to the loo, guys. It's only been 2 hours and 25 minutes, and I already have to go and release. Unbelievable. It's like, what's wrong with me? Oh, wait. There's so many things that are wrong with me. Let's not start.
I'll go in now some 10 minutes. So I think let's show how far me now to the stream on your side, because the stream on my side is not upside down, but by your it is.
Your stream is still going?
Yes, I think it's still going. My stream is still going. I'm not
That's good.
out now. How do you think it looks? The rest
what do you think, Kazo? She looks sexy. What do you think? What the hell? I was trying to unmute you, now unmute you.
She's okay.
She's not hot enough?
Nah.
No?
You know, I've only got one eyes on one female.
Well, yeah, but I mean, has a critique. I mean, not for you to marry. It's
Is that
good?
the video,
Yes,
by the way?
it's more. I think you can more say it is some waifu or something like that.
Hey, are you watching Ralph Smart?
Oh,
I'm asking, is that the video you want me to watch?
yeah, it seems Andrew is watching Ralph Smart.
Yeah, that's Ralph Smart. I know he's pendant.
Yes, Francesca, is that the video you want me to watch?
Yeah, like
Right.
over and over and over. And over and over.
No way.
And over. What do you mean, no way?
No way, we're watching it that many times.
Well, you know, the more you watch, the better you're going to be at it.
Nobody
dear.
want a reading?
No, I'm going to go take a piece. That's right, I just said it. And it's going to make this kind of sound too, guys. You know, like, oh, I have no more water in here. Here.
Maybe.
No, here. But it's not the right noise. It should be more like this. Okay, let's do the little. Look, it didn't make much noise. I need. I don't remember what I was doing the other day. There was this noise that came out of it. I was like, oh, I wish I was taping this. It was so cool. I always try and make new noises so I can make new tapes. I really want to get that ASMR mic with the 2 ears. That's so freaking cool. You can make the wave sounds and stuff like that. Hi, Frou. How are you? Okay, I'm going to the washroom. Nobody's asking questions. I'll be right back. I'm back. And I got fruit. Tutti frutti. That's right. I wasn't doing number 2. Don't worry. I went to get fruit. Oh, dear God. I love mangoes in the summer. I'm addicted to them.
The other parts in the year you don't eat them. Because I ask that because you say sometimes that you better cannot eat tropical fruits in other parts of the year than the winter.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I do in the summer. I say excellent in the winter. I think. Um, yes, but I think I will. I think I'm nearly clear with finished with with the drawing. So I think I also post soon because when it is 9 hour in my country, um, in 10 minutes, then my accountant can, and I have to also eat something before that. And
Oh,
so
yeah, whenever you need to get off, don't worry.
yeah,
Completely.
make a couple of stars by with it, and then I go and I see you all next time.
Yeah, you will. And if you're around on Sunday at 1, I have the coaches, other coaches are coming on.
Sunday is that one is that 9 hour time difference. I'm 6 hours before you, is not. When it is by your 6, um, I mean when it is by your 1, it is by my 10, I think.
Probably, yeah. Hey, Frankie, what's up?
So and then Sunday can be hard for me because I'm also always try to sleep early. Um, at least 1 for you and then 9 for 10 for me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's later for you.
yeah. Because if I then come up, then will be probably not longer than 1.5 hour because I'm
Yeah.
then too excited. Too,
Oh, look at him. He's
so
trying to wake up.
now I was acting in the way I then I do it. Most of the time, when I step out of my bed, I'm awake. But if I am in the evening, I'm often a bit tired and I don't come out of my watch. Just like you, I was in the beginning on this video where you not can talk.
When are you gonna stream next?
um, that's for me in the evening. If I'm going to stream. Otherwise, I'm going to work on my videos that I have to edit.
Yeah.
But I think I will talk the next time about. I think I will make a video and live stream about the abyss or something like that. What I consider the abyss, because abyss is not by definition opposite of society, because society is also in one in at least one foot on one leg in the abyss, if you ask me.
Mm.
The abyss is the world of madness, the world of extreme um, apathy, the world of possibilities, the world of um, no morals. Actually, it is the world of the psychopaths. The world where some moral philosophies, sometimes philosophers, sometimes live, but not live for longer periods, but for shorter periods to evolve their societal thinking. If you understand what I mean. If you are staying too long in the abyss, you are starting to become moralless, immoral.
Yeah, it's called the brainwashing.
Yeah,
I was thinking about you actually because I've been watching this show from Australia. It's called Please Like Me, and
yeah,
it's funny. I mean, it's about these gay guys, and so they show gay sex and all that stuff, and it doesn't bother me at all. Um, but some people like my mom's generation, I can only imagine the stupid things they'll say, and so I laugh inside of me. It's like,
yeah,
oh, you guys are idiots. But this
yeah,
guy has a good sense of humor, and he's funny.
yeah,
However, they are so non-vegan, and oh my god, I mean,
yeah,
some episodes, the things they were doing, and
yeah,
then they get chickens, and they're
yeah. I,
one of the chickens is a rooster, and
yeah,
they end up killing the rooster,
yeah,
and they all these scenes to get to killing the rooster, and then the guy goes, well, I guess it's a food chain, and I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like they brainwash you in every way, and so
yeah.
that's why it's
I think the abyss is not necessarily evil, but it is the world of madness.
well, but yeah, that's the bottom line, right? It's like they think it's natural, and then the thing is, all of them didn't want
Yeah,
to do it, right? Because
yeah,
it's not natural, clearly. And
yeah,
then the girl ended up getting the knife and doing it, and then she had blood all over her, and she's
yeah,
freaking out. But then they add the chicken like it was nothing, and
yeah,
I was like, Jesus, man.
yeah. The world is a world.
It's annoying.
The consciousness of the world, you can say, is in a world of madness at the moment.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
madness, and the society is in madness. And there I don't see that there are in the world of madness just as much as the criminals there are opposing, like for example Charles Manson or something like that, or Jeffrey
Mhm.
Dahmer. There are in the abyss, but the whole society is just as much in the abyss.
Oh yeah, of course. It's it's yeah. That's just not like for me. When I saw the stuff, I stopped on that day. I was like, I can't do this. And then I stopped the cheese anyway that day. Eggs I never liked much anyway, and I wasn't eating meat already, so dead bodies. So it was not a big deal. And I was tapping anyway. That's what I used for the cravings. I mean, because that's a habit. That's all it is.
Yeah, so there are actually also morphines in cheese.
Oh yeah.
There are casomorphins, but just a couple of weeks ago I did see a video of Dr. John, not Dr. John, Dr. Miguel Greger, from
Mhm.
nutritionfacts.org, um, showing in studies that scientists have actually find morphines in not only casomorphins but also actually morphines in cheese.
Yeah. I don't miss that stuff at all. I
Yes,
used to be an
uh,
addict.
yeah, that's the reason that a lot of people have the hardest time with stopping to eat cheese. At
Yeah.
least that's what I see.
Oh yeah.
That's because they are literally addicted to morphine.
Pretty much.
Our species does that also, having morphine in the breast milk. But first, we are concentrating the morphine amount in the cheese because we are taking a lot out of the waters, um, you know, and then we get a concentrated of amount of cow morphines. On top
Ugh.
of that, cows make more morphines in their milk because calves are far bigger than us.
Oh yeah, of course. No, but it's, and I could never have that stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
for me, it was really because I just stopped buying cheese. Actually,
Yeah.
that was the way.
Well, most people are also lactose intolerant. One, um, I was think around 60% I think of the world population is lactose intolerant, and that's actually normal because all other mammals are lactose intolerant when they are adults.
Yeah, it's not. I never could have milk, so
Yeah.
I was one of those kids who were looking at the advertisement, going,
Yeah.
"I wish I could, but I get so sick. I just couldn't do it."
Yeah, I get yes. Before I started to go on my vegan journey, I did have a lot of acne. Our acne started when I was 11 or something like that, I think.
Oh yeah, it's yeah, that's just the body. The lymphatic system is
Yeah.
overloaded. Most
After
people
after
have.
after when I was vegan, I still did have sometimes acne, but that was I understand now was because I did use too much oil, and that's
Oh yeah,
where I get my acne from.
and also it can be the sugar because sugar screws up your hormones. So it's the hidden drug, right?
Yes,
Sugar is super addictive. So
yeah, I think it was mostly the oil.
probably yeah, because you like that stuff. You don't eat a lot of crap, or you don't eat any crap, right?
Yes, the only sugars that I put by my fruit if it is in the winter and it's the fruit don't taste sweet enough is coconut sugar, and I think that's the most clean form of sugar.
Yeah, I don't use any sugar.
Yeah.
I use the cane sugar, the raw one sometimes, but
I
I'm
think
not. I just don't
coconut.
like.
I think coconut sugar is the best form of sugar, apart from the sugar that are in whole fruits and that kind of stuff. But I see I have to go. My accountant have called
Oh,
on.
go for it. Go.
So bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you for joining us, and nice drawing.
Thank you. That was it for you.
No, Hala, there is no list, so I'm just doing Frankie because it came in first, and then I'll do you.
Bye bye.